hey.
What it do? How you doing?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. I
That's
appreciate the
good.
interview too. I appreciate the interview.
For sure. I appreciate you. So I just got a few questions for you. Some of my listeners, when I put out that I was doing an interview with you, they sent me some questions. So I'm just gonna ask you a few, okay?
All right, you can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right.
So just introduce yourself. Tell people what part of LA you from.
Well, my name is Hot Sauce. Everybody know me as Hot Sauce, Mr. Got It All, Got It All. I'm from LA as a whole, but I was born and raised in the jungles, better known as Baldwin Village, jungles, same thing, which is the Crenshaw community, Crenshaw and King area. And man, that's pretty much it. Crenshaw and King, that's where I was raised at my whole life. Out
Well,
of Dorsey.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Well, explain to me what it's like growing up in Baldwin Village, also known as the Jungle.
It's like any other ghetto, honestly. Like any other ghetto, you gotta, eat or be ate. Shit. At the end of the day, shit. How can I say? Every man for themselves. Shit. Can't let nobody punch you. Can't let nobody get over on you. Because once a nigga get over on you one time, that's a wrap. They're gonna keep doing it. So
Right.
it just taught me how to be a man. I was raised all around Los Angeles, but for the most part, I really was raised by the jungles. And growing up in the jungles, that shit taught me a lot. Independence, right from wrong, how to make good decisions, decision making. My first experiences with peer pressure, everything you can imagine as a young black man growing up in Los Angeles. I learned it all in the jungles in Baldwin Village.
Okay. That's dope. And how did you get the name Hot Sauce? Everybody wants to know, like, how did you get that name?
Well, Hot Sauce started out for me playing basketball back when and one basketball was going on. I don't know if
Uh-huh.
you played with the street ball mixtapes.
Yeah.
And I used to play basketball in middle school, so everybody wanted to dribble and do the crossover thing. When Allen Iverson crossed over Michael Jordan and Hot Sauce came out, this basketball player named Hot Sauce.
Yeah.
I would try to
I
mimic his
remember.
moves. I would try to mimic his moves in little backyard games at Audubon Middle School on the PE playground. My name is Hassan. That's my government name.
Mm-hmm.
So a friend of mine, G Braze, Free G Braze, he was the one who joked around and called me Hot Sauce. And a few people heard it, and it kind of stuck. And at that point, anything that required a nickname, I just carried it and ran with it, and shit, it got bigger and bigger. And now everybody know me as Hot Sauce. But it originated from the and one basketball player and playing sports.
Okay. Okay. And the song really from the village. That song really took off for you. Like,
Yeah.
what was the vision behind that song in the video?
Well, my relative had life in jail. He had a life sentence, and
Mm-hmm.
I really didn't know where I was going at it with that song. I was doing stand-up comedy at the moment, and
Oh,
I would
really?
always do these freestyles in the car, and I would post them on Instagram. And my homie Lotto, who was on the song, who
Mm-hmm.
actually gave me the beat, he would see me freestyling, and he told me, "Hey man, you need to take it serious." And I'm like, "Man, I ain't rapping." He like, "Nah, nigga, you hard. I'm gonna send you some beats and come up with something." So out of the beats he sent me, the last beat was that beat, and it just came to me. I don't know how, but I basically built the story around my blood cousin who had life in jail, who ended up beating his life sentence.
Mm.
I said I did 10 whole years and it's still no cut. But really he did 12 years. And on the 12th year, he won his appeal and came home.
Wow.
So he's seen in the video as well throughout my verse. But he was the inspiration for that verse. And then the chorus, "Birthdays was a privilege," was just due to all the death we experienced as a community growing up. As a
Right.
community, and funerals was like a regular thing. Funerals was almost like birthday parties. You was gonna have a funeral at least
Absolutely.
once or twice
No,
a month.
I
So
know.
at this age, I feel like birthdays is a privilege. We have a birthday. We all need to celebrate for each other's birthday.
Absolutely. I agree.
That was the motivation for that.
I agree. And a lot of people I identify with that song, they really like it. Still to this day I hear people bumping the song.
Yeah, that's a
Thanks,
blessing. That's a blessing. I
thanks a lot
never
for that.
I never thought it would take off the way it did. So that's a blessing.
Absolutely. So who'd you grow up listening to? Like, who was your inspiration growing up?
Like, first music I bought was my inspiration was Bone Thugs and Harmony,
Mm-hmm.
Tupac. As I got older, Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne was a big influence in my young adulthood. The whole Cash Money. but mainly Tupac. I always see myself as Tupac. You know, I
Mm-hmm.
grew up kind of like in a similar lifestyle as Tupac grew up, and that was like the inspiration for everything.
Yeah, Tupac is an inspiration to a lot of people. He's dope. I love him. I still listen to him every day, actually.
Yeah.
And what artists do you listen to in LA? Who are you listening to in LA? That's from LA.
Well, off top, Nipsey Hussle, rest in peace to the GOAT.
Me
But
too.
I listen to a lot of a lot of the artists like Joe Moses. He got a song really out here. I'm bumping that heavy. I'm a big, huge RJ fan. So
Yeah.
anything RJ produced or put out there, I listen to. Uh, Myself a lot, and most of the artists that come out of Baldwin Village. You got Slumlord Trill, you got Younger Valley,
Hmm.
you got Yaka Hannes, you got Bloodhound.
Yeah, I
He
see you have a
recently,
lot of songs with Yaka Hanis.
yes, I do. Yes, I do. It's like a sister to me. We grew a
Okay. She
relationship
dope.
through this music. So a lot of local artists, most of the local artists that's out the city.
Okay. Okay.
Big Sad 1900. He came up.
Yeah.
And he's making a big buzz. Like
Man.
everything he touched, his beat selection is like genius. So I
Yeah,
listen
Big
to him
Sad is
a
dope.
lot. You know,
He's so dope. He's really dope. So, what upcoming projects or videos? What do you have coming up right now? What are you working on?
right now I'm trying to put together an album that would showcase my solo ability more
Mhm.
so than the collaboration thing. Cause I collaborate so much. Most of my music, you
Right.
always get others on it. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to put together a solo project. But for the most part, I'm just having fun with it. Whatever comes to mind, I just run with it. I really don't have a blueprint to what I'm doing. I hear a beat, I get a thought, I'm putting it out. You know.
That's right. That's right. And like, so what do you? What's your take? Because I know LA is like big on protesting, like Oakland and other cities. So, what's your take on the rioting and the police brutality that's going on right now?
I think it's just a buildup from years and years of stress dealing with police brutality, you know? And
Mm-hmm.
it's just like it was bound to happen with all the things, all the sentences, all the time they give us for crimes that we commit, but they run a red light just like we run a red light. They on the phone
Absolutely.
just like we on the phone behind the wheel. And you
Absolutely.
know, so I think it was just bound to happen, especially with it being shown on camera. Nowadays with technology, we able to see it and they see it and the news is
Mm-hmm.
broadcasting it. So I think it was bound to happen. You know, Tupac said it, you know, we might fight amongst each other, but we promise you this: we burn this bitch down, get us pit. You know, so it's like
Yeah.
it's bound to happen. It happened already, and it's going to
Absolutely.
keep happening. If they don't change the system, it's going to keep happening.
Yes.
You
Yes.
know,
That is so true. And back to music. Is there any female artists that you listen to or that you think is dope? They don't got to be from LA, but any female artist that you think is dope.
the only female artist I listen to is like Yaka Hannes. Yaka
She's
Hannes,
dope. I like her.
my sister Tiff Cole, she
Hmm.
raps. You got Ash Bash, the
I,
rapper.
I love Ash Bash. She's so
You know,
dope.
and it's
Hmm.
not too really females. It ain't too many females that's really making noise outside of them three people that I know about. You know,
Okay. Okay. I could take that. And what do you think gang politics affect artists' potential in the business in the industry per se?
well, I can't speak on the industry because I haven't made it that far, but just from what I see from the outside looking in, to a certain extent, yes, I think it does affect them because it's a lot of gang politics. So if you make it, it's like it's still certain artists you probably won't do music with. There's still certain venues or certain areas you might think twice, certain studios. Like gang politics plays a big role, especially in Los Angeles, I can say. I can't speak for any other city but mine. But yes,
Hmm.
it does play a big role in the music industry because people gonna look at you like you from over here. How you doing a song with him from over there? They're
Right.
not gonna see that you trying to make it and he trying to make it, and it makes sense to y'all to come together and make it. They only see the you from right here. Why are you dealing with him over there? And so, you know,
Hmm.
it could affect your fan base. It could affect everything. But if it's good music, I think it's gonna work regardless. If the
Right.
music's good, it's gonna work. I don't care where a motherfucker from. If you collaborate with somebody, I don't care where it's from. If the music good, that's gonna override all the hate, and eventually it'll fade out. But right now, yes, it does affect the music industry in a big way.
Okay. And before we get out of here, tell me about any upcoming projects, any shout outs, anything that you want to talk about before we get out of here.
Man, shout out my section, Baldwin Village. And
That's right.
right now I'm trying to put together a project, hopefully, with everybody out of my section to hopefully showcase. It's a lot of talent. You got Infant, you got Chucks. It's a lot of artists out
Yeah,
my
I heard of Infant. Infant's dope. I
dope
like
as
Infant.
fuck. Dope as fuck. You like the
Mm-hmm.
young Kobe right now. Like it's like
Yeah,
hopefully
he's
we can get
hard.
together and put together a project. I want to see a project with all of us on it as a collaborative effort and to showcase
That'd be
that on a
dope.
major scale.
That'd, that'd be dope.
You know. But other than that, like I say, I'm just going with what feel good. I should be working on a solo project. I am, but I'm not doing it to where it's like a chore or it's my homework or it must be done. I run my own program. I do what I want to do when I want to do
Mm-hmm.
it. So if I'm not feeling it, I'm not doing it. If a song pop up with he or she, I'm gonna do that song. So whatever comes that feels good is what I'm doing. Still here? It's lagging. Yeah. Yeah, it was lagging a little bit.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I
So
can
I
hear you
said I
now.
appreciate you. Okay. I
Yep.
said I appreciate you taking the time out and speaking with me. Is it still lagging?
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. I appreciate you having me.
Absolutely. Shout out. I'm just saying though, make sure you guys follow Hot Sauce. Add him right now. Okay.
Yeah, that's
Thank you.
Sauce 23 FBB, all social medias.
All right. Enjoy the rest of your day. Okay.
All right, you too.
Bye.
Yep.